In the pursuit of worldly dreams we roam, forgetting our purpose, neglecting our goals. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us for a greater goal, not just for pleasure, but to seek the soul. Amidst materialistic desires we stray, chasing wealth and power along the way. But are these the true aims we should chase, while worldly goals persist? Have we forgotten our spiritual aims? Too often we favor worldly delight, choosing devices over Qur'an's sacred light. Sins we commit, salah we neglect, giving more importance to worldly affairs. Now, let me take you all to the 10th of Muharram 61 AH. There was a man who stood on the sand dunes of Karbala, his heart heavy with grief. Throughout the day, he had carried the lifeless bodies of his loved ones. He called out, "Hal min nasirin yansurna?" Is there anyone to respond to our call of aid? But whoever had to give their lives for Imam Hussayn a.s. had already passed away. So, who was Imam Hussayn a.s. calling out to then? This was his battle of Jihadul Akbar. He had already demonstrated that his objective was to create a spiritual awakening. So, let us ask ourselves, are we spiritually awake? Am I spiritually awake? When the Imam of our time, the Imam Mahdi Ajlatala Farajah Sharif will arrive and will call us, will we be prepared? Will I be prepared? I request you all of you watching this video to close your eyes and imagine the Imam of our time standing in front of us in our room or our house. I don't know how your room looks like, but I would be running around, throwing things under the bed, shoving other things under the drawers, while at the same time fixing my hijab and throwing my mobile phone and TV remote away. This proves that I am not ready for the Imam of my time. Would he want an army scrolling through Instagram or TikTok? Surah Qasas ayah 60 states, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, وَمَا أُتِيتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ فَمَاتُوا الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَزِينَتُهَا. And whatever thing you people have been given, it is only for the enjoyment of worldly things and its adornment. وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ خَيْرٌ وَأَبْقَى. And what is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is better and more lasting. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. So will you not be wise then? When we will be in our grave 6 feet under, no one will remember what car we were driving, where we were living, what we were wearing, or how many followers we had on social media. Tell me, who will remember all of this in the grave? So now it's on us to choose the dunya or the akhirah. Would we want to answer the call of Imam Mahdi Ajlatala Farajah Sharif? So how are we preparing to answer his call? Here are some tips that I can offer for active intidar. The first one is to engage in prayer. Maybe to pray extra namaz like namaz-e-shab or namaz-e-shukr. Also to pray on time, to be more punctual in our prayers. And to pray Jamaat namaz in unity. The second one is to recite Quran and reflect on its verses. This will help us to attain deeper knowledge of our religion. The third one is to do dhikr or istighfar. And the fourth one is to do self-accountability or self-reflection. At night before sleeping, we can think about the deeds that we've committed throughout the day. Will the Imam be happy with our deeds? We can also do acts of charity on the name of Imam Mahdi. And we can also say salam to Imam and say qudafis to him at night. Lastly, the most important one is to recite dua hujjat all together in unity to pray for the reappearance of the Imam of our time. Let's all pray that Allah shall hasten his reappearance soon. Jazakumullah khairul jaza.